Welcome to the rant. I'm John Shannon. Well, with it being the weekend of Father's Day, I wanted to share some thoughts with you. Um, kind of some personal feelings. So if you're looking for a political tirade today, you may as well go ahead and turn this one off. This is going to be more from the heart, folks. Um, my father passed away when I was 9 years old. Um, I barely knew the man. I knew he came over from Scotland. Um, he was a hard-working man. He liked his liquor. I think everybody did back in those days. And people drank a lot more, I think, back then than they do now. Um, but I lost him when I was 9. Like I said, didn't know a whole lot about him. Um, Unfortunately, one of the things that I didn't get to learn from him was how to be a father. Um, I myself have two daughters. Both of them now are over 18 years old. My youngest daughter just graduated from high school, and I'm sad to say that I wasn't the man that raised them. Um, they were when they were just small children. My ex-wife had remarried, and her new husband had decided that he wanted to adopt my daughters, um, and at that time in my life, I really was going through a lot of things. I had nobody to blame but myself on that, but he was in a lot better position to give them a better life than I could have. So I allowed it to happen. Maybe the most regrettable thing I've ever done in my life. Um, my oldest daughter, I don't even know her really anymore. Just if you think about it, she came out to live with me for a short spell when I was living out in Las Vegas back 5 years ago or so. These days I barely knew her, or know her, I should say. She's she came in for my younger daughter's graduation. Um, barely barely stayed for the ceremonies. We had a party for her, which my ex-wife graciously invited me to. Um, but my oldest daughter stayed for all of 2 hours. I can't imagine in my I can't imagine whatsoever, even with what little values I might have had when I was younger. I can't imagine ever doing that, and I can't ever imagine raising a daughter to be that heartless when it came to family. And I'm not talking about me. I could care less about me, but the fact that she spent very little time with her grandparents, with her mom, with her sister. And it's funny, 5 years ago, I thought I would have had she'd have been the one I'd have had a solid relationship with. She was starting to rebel a little bit back then, and I didn't know it at the time, but I was just getting played because she was getting tired of the routine and the discipline back at home. I probably should have known, but I was just happier than heck to see one of my girls. And as it turns out, now my younger daughter, who has a lot of, probably has a few flaws. I won't say a lot, but has a few flaws. But she has a very big heart. You see, the man that adopted my girls passed away from cancer uh, earlier this year, and there's a big empty spot in her heart because of that. But yet she finds time to let me into her life. And my younger daughter at one point in time hated me. I guess I can't say that I blame her, but we have a pretty good relationship now. But seeing all the things, of course, I got to watch her graduate, and while I was extremely happy for her and proud of her, I was also very sad because I didn't have a part in that upbringing. She, when she was born, I was already out of my ex-wife's life. I don't want to go into the details on that too much, but let's suffice it to say my younger daughter was a product of a last-ditch effort maybe to save my relationship with my ex-wife, which wound up not happening. I wasn't there for her birth. I wasn't there for anything for her. And all I can say is that I'm happy that she's in my life now to some extent. I'm sad though to know that I'll never replace the man that she actually called Dad. And I guess you can say that's just one of the regrets of my life. But we'll try to move forward. I hope everybody else enjoys their Father's Day weekend. I can say to this as a lesson learned that there may be no single bigger responsibility than to be a father. And when you get that opportunity, don't take it lightly. That's all I have for this time. I'm John Shannon, the Redneck Cabbie. Adios.